Hello guys, this is Terry from Yankee Gaming TV, and I'm officially coming back at you with the next episode of Yokai Watch 2019, which is episode 5. And this episode was basically more of the same to a certain degree. We do get a lot of, well, who am I kidding? There's the progression within the series. It's a wee bit different. The first segment is called Yokai Motenusu, which is about Kasanono. And it basically starts off, Nate is looking out his window at Katie's room, at her window, hoping to see her, only to notice that she has already left for school, or left for the day. When he tries to talk to Katie, Katie has two of her friends with her. I wish I could remember their names. I knew them for the last episode, but I did not leave a spark note for their names. So he tries to chat with Katie. Katie kind of ignores him to a certain degree. It wasn't that she was ignoring him on purpose, it was just that she was already in a conversation with both of her friends. So this goes on. Nate eventually makes his way back home from where he was going, most likely school. And Nate basically demands and says, "This must be the doing of a yokai. There's no way my sweet, loving Katie would ever ignore me, or Fumi would never ignore me." And Whisper implies that it's probably not a yokai. Probably not. Not one bit at all. So Nate scans and scans and scans. And Whisper says, "See, there's no yokai around. It's not a yokai's doing this time. It's just the reality of the situation at hand, that right now Katie was preoccupied with someone else." So this kind of goes on. And Whisper kind of implies that it could have been a yokai, but it probably wasn't a yokai. And the yokai that it may have been, may not have been, was Kasanono or Motenusu. So Nate goes on to search for Motenusu or Kasanono. And as the search basically goes on, he doesn't have much luck at all. We even get a daydreaming scene of him and Katie looking into each other's eyes from their windows, saying each other's names. And then we get a JoJo-esque scene of Nate and his bros and Katie and her friends walking past each other. And Katie winks at Nate, or Fumi winks at Keita, whichever. I'm not sure which name to really use because people know they're both, while most viewers know that their Nate is Keita, Fumi-chan is Katie, and vice versa. So after we see this heart-touching little daydreamy scene, we get a scene of Whisper and Giovanni looking for Kasanono. And Kasanono is currently possessing someone and making them completely undesirable and unpopular and disliked by everyone. And Whisper gets Kasanono's attention to talk for a moment. And basically, the guy he was possessing wanted the attention of a girl. The girl kind of blew him off and said, "No way." And as soon as Kasanono's inspiriting ended, the girl came back and apologized. So just in case people didn't know Kasanono or Motenusu's power, it was displayed basically in full, just in case someone happened to have not seen an episode with Kasanono in it. We have yet to see Kasanono's one chan side, but we'll probably see it soon enough. And after talking with Kasanono, Whisper basically convinces Kasanono to give him his arc, explains the situation with Nate, even draws a picture of Nate, and Kasanono agrees that, yeah, it's probably inspiriting, but maybe not. That Nate was just the reality of the situation. That Nate wasn't actually being inspirited, but they can pretend that Nate was inspirited. I feel like this is going to blow up in Whisper's face after Whisper begged Kasanono for Kasanono's arc. But we get a scene now of Nate searching everything from garbage cans to bushes to underneath tables for Kasanono. And then Whisper pointed out in a random direction and said, Kasanono is over there, Nate. Nate believes because Nate cannot see him without scanning with the watch, but Nate wasn't smart enough to scan. Nate was just in a panic. And at the end of the day, when you want a kawaii girl's attention and you're in a panic trying to become her chosen one, I guess you ignore the facts of logic even existing. So Orochi is summoned, and Orochi is then bribed by Whisper to attack nothingness. And Jibanyan has to do the same thing, so they're fighting empty space, and that's kind of funny. So after the fight of empty space is basically over, Whisper just drops Kasanono's arc, and we hear Nate doing Ohime-sama laugh. The okay, I can't do it because I am not an evil princess. But yeah, it was an Ohime-sama laugh. And we transition on into the Nyalking Dead, episode 3, which starts off in front of the YW's dinner. Manjimut tries to make a run for the diner dinner, but was stormed and surrounded by zombies. But Jibanyan and Whisper luckily make it into the diner. Jibanyan is really hungry, but they can't find any food, not here, not there, not even anywhere. Jibanyan has to eat his emergency choco bar, takes a bite out of it, and then runs into Pride Shrimp in What You Got. And then hurries up and scarfs down the rest of the choco bar and says, "What choco bar? There wasn't a choco bar. I wasn't eating anything. You guys didn't see a thing." They started talking about how there's no food there. And then Hungramp appears, and it's inferred that Hungramp ate Pride Shrimp in the next scene. And then What You Got ate by a yokai that I can't remember the name of. I tried to look for it, but wasn't able to find its name in English. So eventually Jibanyan and Whisper were surrounded by Hungramps and this other yokai and then the zombies. But it seems like Jibanyan and Whisper are going to dodge their way out of the situation, and Hungramps and the other yokai, which if you know the yokai's name, please comment it, are going to be going toe-to-toe with the zombies. And we continue our search for Komami-chan, the precious emoto of Koma-san and Koma-jirou. And Instagram sends them to another location. The Koma Bros do some sumos, and it's rather entertaining. This has been the first Koma-san segment that I've really liked for the search for Komami. But we also get our 4 Koma section beforehand, which I apologize for skipping over. It's about the Koi no Buri, but there isn't really much to do with that. It's just basically they're talking about Boys Day a little, which was pretty interesting, even though they didn't really dive into the topic much. But it was interesting for it to be referenced. We're moving on to the search for Komami again. So they sumoed, they ate food, and they saw Komami had kissed the thing that other people had put their handprint, and she signed with a heart. I just want to know who Komami is now. I just want the Koma Bros to find her already, because I feel like she could be funny and we could have some funny scenes. But that was really it for the episode. Hashtag no old geezers club. Thank God. That was the worst segment they could ever invent. And I'm looking at episode 6 list this stuff, and there's no old geezer stuff. And I am happy about that, but sad because I'm seeing that there's gonna be the final episode of the Nyalking Dead, and that makes me sad because we need more of the Nyalking Dead. I feel like that's the best segment the show has. I feel like because of the segmentation system that they're using for it, it adds a little bit of inconsistency, breaking the show down into something that isn't nearly as fluid or consistent. I feel like the Nyalking Dead segment, the opening segment, should both be the show in and of itself. That the 4 Koma sections really aren't needed. The search for Komami is just a side thing. I know it's the main thing within Koma-san and Koma-jirou said, but to me it just feels like a side thing they added at the last minute because they're like, oh, we need to add another reskin or another new character. So let's add a search. Chances are we'll see Komami-san before we do in the actual episode because of Yokai Watch 4. Which may or may not be localized, because I've been hearing some people are saying that localization might not happen how we think it is, depending upon the sales of Yokai Watch 3. But seeing as Snack World has been hinted that it's being localized, I think anything's possible and that Yokai Watch 4 could be localized, but that's a topic for another day. I want to thank you all for watching. I especially want to thank the Yokai Advisor for the episode link. Hope you all have a wonderful, amazing rest of your Saturday, Sunday, morning, afternoon, and or evening. I've been Terry with Kinky Gaming TV. Bye bye for now.